and there was also Ungnum Tanada, which is, I think, have you had your lunch? Don't know why I'd need to know that in casual conversation, but I know have. Oh, I thought I was going really slow, but I'm not. But I know how to ask somebody that, and they're really lovely people. But one morning, we were in our morning huddle, and we had a music quiz every Monday. We had one today, because I'm recording this on a Monday. We had one today, and it was like a music quiz. You have to guess the things, but one music quiz, they separated all the Indian people to one side, all the white folk on the other, and I was like, can I go on the Indian team, because I have a feeling you're going to play songs that they're not going to know. And they went, no, you stay on that team. And I was like, this is not good, and I called it out. And then after the music quiz had finished, I was right. They played a lot of British songs. They had like well, obviously Britney Spears is British, but I mean like English speaking songs, native like to stuff that we would know. So they had like Britney Spears, Taylor Swift, some major stuff, but they didn't know any of it, and they're like, and they had some stuff from the 80s as well and 70s, and they didn't know any of the answers. Like, I really want to go over and help them, but I was told by my manager no, and I thought, this is just wrong. And then afterwards I said to him, look, I understand you want to split in teams, but you have literally split up Indians and the white people in work, and they don't know any of the answers, which is why I wanted to help them, because then it gives them a chance. And even they said, like, yeah, why can't he help us? Because we didn't know any of it. And I said, and I was like, maybe next music quiz, instead of just having like hit me baby one more time, have something like dunga 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 dunga, and all my Indian mates, they were laughing their asses off, they're going, that's Bangalore music, you know Bangalore music. And I was like, yeah, I know I think it's Bangalore or Banga music or something like that. I can't remember what word they said, but they said, oh, you know this? And I was like, yeah. But my manager, after the huddle, after they were laughing their asses off, going, you know this? And I was like, yeah, I've heard it before. And he goes, oh, very good, Minidos, very good. And they walk off. But my manager kind of collared me and was like, hey, I don't want you ever saying that again. I was like, saying what? Don't you ever do that again. You don't be doing that music, because that's incredibly racist what you just did. You've just done something very racist, okay? And I'm not having a racist in this job. And I'm like, the fuck did I do? They laughed at it. They approved. And I said this story to a friend of mine yesterday when I went to a convention, and he said to me something a bit true. I'm going to try and keep my mouth shut about this, because I'm touching on subjects I probably shouldn't be talking about. But he was like, why is it always the white folk that get pissed off about something when the people that should be pissed off aren't? And I kind of agreed. I was like, you make a very good point there. Why? But I'm going to kind of like steer away from this conversation, this little thing that I'm talking about. But yeah, it was fudged up. And I got in trouble for that, but I fought it tooth and nail. Some of my Indian co-workers also did the same, because I was like, do you think what I said in there was racist? And they're like, no, I'm not going to do the accent. I can, but I won't. Be told off for that as well at work. Even though, and I said like, but they just think it's funny, because like they're like, oh, you can do an Indian accent, can't you? It's like, yeah, do it. No, I'm not getting in trouble for that. No, I've had that before. And they're like, remember the music quiz? And they're like, no, it's fine. Just do it between us. So I did it, and they went, oh, that's British Indian. Now you're not talking proper Indian. You're talking like that jokey British Indian, like The Simpsons. And I was like, I'm very sorry. And they went, no, it's fine. We get it a lot. But, at least we know with you, you're not doing it to take the piss out of us or to hate us. And I was like, no, I don't hate you guys. You guys are lovely. And they are lovely guys. We always have a laugh. We have a chat. And they're like, so, Axel, you gone to the gym lately? Nah, I don't go to the gym. It's like, oh. The other day, one of them asked me, to guess where this other coworker was from. They're like, oh, Axel. It's like, yeah. Guess where he's from. And he looked Asian, but I didn't want to say like China or something because I didn't want to come off as like, you know, oh, I've just judged where he's from how he looks. So I went, I feel like this is a trick question. I think he's actually going to be from like England or something. Like he was born here, but his parents are from another country. And they're like, no, he's actually from another country. He's not from England. Don't worry. You can be as racist as you want. And I was like, no. Okay, I don't know. Don't tell me that. Don't give me that option. Okay, because my first thought literally was, is he Chinese? But then I said, actually, no. Are you from Thailand? And he looked at me and he went, Thailand? It's like, yeah. Mate, you are close. And I was like, what do you mean I'm close? Oh, I'm from, I can't remember the place he said. I've never heard of it before. Like, Monk or something like that. I know it began with an M. I think it had a U in it and a K. But I'm from this place. And I was like, oh, and that's right next to Thailand. And I was like, well, I was close. Got to give me props for that. He was like, yeah. But these are really lovely people, and I don't see why so many people have problems with them. We had like protests in my city centre because of, it's because of the people that come on the roads. But I'm not going to get political, so we're going to try and steer it away. So I'm going to try and get my brain to steer it away and talk about something else. I don't know what, but we will try. Brain, stop. I can't think of anything. Damn it, brain. You're telling stories going off on tangents and you really shouldn't be talking about this. You'll get in trouble again. I got in trouble once. Not on recordings. Actually, I think I did. No, I didn't get in trouble on recordings. I got in trouble once because I said some things and I was like, and they were like, yeah, you probably shouldn't have said that. And I was like, okay, and? But I was a teenager. I didn't know any better. I can't remember the exact reason behind it, but I think it was like, I think I told her mum to go fuck herself or something. I can't remember the exact reason behind it though, but I'm fairly certain I told like an older lady to just go F herself just because she was being an arse. But I can't remember the reason why, and now I feel bad because I built this whole thing up and I can't remember why. It's gone from my brain. Oh, nah, we got time. Oh, but we're late. We were supposed to be here at 11:40. I'm not catching up with myself at all. I need to start taking this more seriously and like catch up with myself. Right. I'm trying to remember what it was, but for the life of me, I've forgotten it. It's gone. Probably wasn't that important if I can't remember it. I remember going into a co-op and a lady had a go at me about magic stars. That was kind of hilarious. Honestly, I think I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again because I just love this story because it's just so dumb. And I think it was like my first, or one of my first, dealings with a Karen. Because I went to... Oh wait, was I early? What? Oh no, I arrived on the time I'm supposed to leave. Okay, so the time at the top is my actual time. The time that I was supposed to get here was at 11:41. So I think I got here at the... Well, no, the time I was supposed to leave here was at 11:41. So I think I got here... I'm just shy of the time, so I need to get quicker. Yeah, I went to a co-op. I picked up a packet, I picked up a load of like snacks and stuff. I used to eat my feelings, okay? So whenever like money came through, and if I was depressed, I would just buy a fuck ton of food, take it to my bedroom, and I just eat the whole lot in like one sitting. I bought magic stars, I bought chocolate buttons, I had like a pack of 8 brioche chocolate chip rolls, a pasty, a 2-liter bottle of Pepsi or Coke Cherry, depending on what I wanted that day, and I would just eat that, and then after I've eaten it all, I'd feel a little bit sick, but I wouldn't be sad. because I'd be like, okay, I'm fine now. But, okay, we need to get there real fast, but I doubt we're going to be able to do it. But this particular time in the co-op, I go through and I pick up a packet of Magic Stars. It was the last packet. And I picked it up, and I went to go to the counter, but there's this mum with her kid. And she goes, excuse me? I was like, hi? What do you think you're doing? Shopping? No, with those. With the Magic Stars? Yeah, what do you think you're doing with those? Buying them? No, you're not. You're not allowed to buy those. Why? They're for kids. What do you mean they're for kids? And this was like the big, like £1.50 share bag. Like it was the big like share pouch bag, not like the little kids one you get for like 60p. This was the big one. Because you're not allowed to buy those. It was the last packet as well. So you're not allowed to buy those. They're for kids. I was like, no, they're not. And then I thought, oh wait, hang on. And I look at her kid and I goes, sorry, did you want to get your kid Magic Stars? No, they're not for my kid. My kid doesn't eat chocolate like that. Kids looking at him like, you know, like it was fucking crack. She was like, chocolate, you know, like kids do. Kids like sweets. My kid fucking loves chocolate. And I kind of don't want him to love it too much. But every time I have chocolate, it's like, Daddy, chocolate. And it's like, no, Daddy, chocolate, fine.